welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. So the Washington Huskies offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an
breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
That's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
Rushes on him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group.
There he goes. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Bradford. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision as punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to pass, it's Bradford. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sims. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Leaves it with the running back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as football. Let them make some catches and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Off from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
There comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Boone. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Fires to the tight end, and he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Sims.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. Fires to the big fella. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Bradford. Here's a heat.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Turning it on. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
With the run on first and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got his man on the right. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running into the open space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Breaks the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Huskies line up trying to... Wants to return it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Bradford. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. You didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Dropping back, it's Bradford. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Lowers those pads. Takes it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Catch open down the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Looking downfield, it's Bradford. Caught near the sticks. It's Sims. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout by the offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone defense.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Snapped it in the shotgun. Unleashes one deep. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking for a man, it's Bradford. It's complete to the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Leaves it with the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Oh, better look out!
Well, you know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that. Throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points, because this dude is automatic.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Using his feet. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground. He's got it again. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. looking to throw. It's Bradford. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 47. Lost a throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, they're not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Washington coming to the line with another first down. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Thanks for grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Sweet cut there. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Now this offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To the air, it's Bradford. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Mueller. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to throw again. Steps away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense. And they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Bradford. He'll try to do it himself. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed.
Breaks into the open. Close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Gets it out quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw. It's Bradford. Snagged out of the air. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Offense, quick tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame.
Down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to pass, it's Bradford. Oh, he wants it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives.